Hello? Are you the Donegad of the Donea X-Regal?
Yes, and you must be the child who returned. I was told that some called you Vreedanger.
Many words have been spoken about you, and of your missing master, and of your friend, Nilan. We would be happy to have you by our side to protect and guide our clan. Do you have any news for us? We were Black Algs before joining this new clan.
We suffered greatly from the raids, just as the Shining Scales did.
It's been said that they took our people to the continent, and that you were also there. Did you see any of them?
We crossed paths with many islanders there, including some from your clan. Nilan stayed with them to help. I returned not only to reunite with my clan, but also to bring a remedy for all our people. Certain Renaigse, lions, want to eliminate all of us using a terrible sickness that kills in only a few days. It spreads very easily, through ordinary cloth that has been in contact with someone sick.
That's horrible. Can't they fight honorably?
Some of them can, but these lions want to spare themselves the trouble of bloodshed.
You said that you brought back a remedy.
Yes, it is more like a protective ritual. It requires certain ingredients that we brought with us. I will teach you how to duplicate it because there won't be enough. I will perform this ritual on you, then you will need to perform it on others in turn, so that everyone will be protected.
And so now we are protected. This ritual is not overly complex.
The ingredients may be more difficult to find, but do not worry. We will make them.
Thank you. Be sure to spread the message to all the Donegada as quickly as possible.
It will be done. We are protecting our people thanks to you. Have you already spoken to Mev?
Yes. You should speak to her as well. Her voice carries far on the island.
I will go and find her. Thank you.
I wish I could avenge my people. Many died because of the invaders.
It is said that the clans of the Renaigse are at war with each other too. Is it true?
My child, every time I see you, my heart feels lighter. Do you need anything?
We gave the Donegada the ingredients and explained the method. Hopefully everyone on the island will be protected soon.
You're a great Donegad, my son. I'm so proud of you. Despite everything you've gone through, you still look after your people.
I'm just doing what I was taught. Look after our land and our people, as Mev and Toflan showed me.
Mev has finished gathering the ingredients for her ritual. She is now in the cave not far from the village, by the waterfall. So many of our people have died. She wanted to honor them and make sure they were returned to the earth. She told me that this would help you find her. The hen ab Kenedeblad, or Klebanidao are Hawaealam. Frag Komdawed and Oide. She also left me this seed, saying that you would need it.
Thanks, Mother. I must leave you for now.
Of course, but come back to see me. I've missed you so.
It looks like a heavy object left some marks on the floor. It must have been Furkan's coffer, but someone took it.
No doubt men from the fort. It's customary. The personal belongings of the dead are returned to their families.
We can only hope that they haven't sent them to the continent yet.
You are extremely resilient, Safia. I don't know how I would handle living in constant doubt about the motivations of someone I loved.
Hello, Captain. Do you remember the nature scientist who lived in our village? Furkan.
Yes. We found his body in the forest.
We want to know what happened to him. What can you tell us about his death?
He was assassinated the same time your chief was killed. Troubling times. My men found the body in the woods. We didn't have the time to carry out a proper investigation.
You don't know who killed him?
Suspicions pointed to an islander, given all that had happened. He was found with a stone dagger in his back.
It wouldn't be the first time someone used our weapons to cast blame.
Granted, but your people were furious about their chief's death. We thought them out for vengeance.
There was nothing else?
The affair was quickly sorted. Relations were strained with your people then.
When did you last see Furkan?
Just minutes after the chief's death. If he'd got there sooner, he could have saved him. He went into a rage seeing the chief dead. We had to toss him out.
And after that?
No. The guards said he marched back from where he'd come.
He died walking back to the village.
I don't know where he was headed. We found the body a few days later. Why do you care so much about his fate?
We were once betrothed.
My condolences.
Furkan's expedition was financed by Kurnaz. Did you know?
Kurnaz? The general? No. The general has no authority here.
You don't take orders from him?
Certainly not. I answer to Governor Buren and him alone.
We were captured within a stone's throw of your fort.
I knew nothing about that. No orders, no requests.
Did Furkan leave any belongings here? Was there anything on his person?
All possessions of Alliance deceased under fort jurisdiction are brought here. They're kept in storage until sent back to their families. Concerning your Furkan, I couldn't tell you if his stuff's still here.
Allow me to go and have a look.
I'm sorry. These belongings are now property of the families. Take it up with them.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Hello, Doctor.
You again. What do you want from me?
Do you remember a nature scientist from the Alliance who lived in our village? His name was Furkan.
Of course I do. We spoke on occasion. I was sad to hear of his death.
We were told that he was found by soldiers in the woods. Did you examine the body by chance?
I didn't perform a complete autopsy, but yes, I examined it. I found it odd that we found his corpse so soon after the death of your chief.
Could you share with us what you discovered?
Well, someone left an obsidian dagger in his back, but that wound had caused little blood loss. In fact, I'm certain that it was planted to hide another wound that was far deeper and the true cause of his death. It was a round wound that had no relation to the kind made with a blade. I dug into it and discovered a bullet.
People from my village don't use firearms. I doubt they would even know how to use one.
I suspect that he was killed by one of the colonists, but I've no idea who. In any case, the dagger was clearly planted to cast suspicions on your people.
Those who did this have no respect for the dead, nor for the living. Is the captain aware of your discoveries?
I reported my findings to him at the time. It's my duty. But don't hold it against him to have not shared all he knew. Since the death of your chief, he has been hard-pressed to bring back a semblance of peace, without much success.
I understand, but we are still going to have a word with him. He knows the colonists in the region. He must have some suspects.
Thank you for your candor, Doctor.
I'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Be quiet. We don't want to be...
I'm sorry, but this area is reserved for officers of the fort.
Be quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
Guards, we're under attack!
Hello, Captain. The fort doctor told us the dagger was not the cause of death. It was a bullet.
She told me as much.
Why didn't you tell us? Was it one of your men?
Of course not. Listen, your friend chose a bad time to be killed. The details would have just added to the mystery. My men weren't responsible for that death. I interrogated them myself more than once.
You dissimulated facts, leading us to suspect our people were responsible. You wanted to avoid conflict, but you've only raised suspicions. Why not just tell the truth?
I'm sorry, I should have told you everything. Suspicions are all I have, no proof. A soldier was asking questions about Furkan just before his death. The general may have sent him, I don't know.
Where is he now?
He deserted just after, which seems suspicious, but I had no proof. I asked around, but no one really knew or liked him. He disappeared as suddenly as he came. He may have left some things in the dormitory. You're welcome to take a look.
Thank you. I want to find the killer and clear Furkan's name.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
doubt that Furkan ever spent time here. He was a civilian.
It's here that the guards keep their personal belongings. We might find something of worth to us. Who knows?
A letter to the man the captain spoke to us about.
An order to assassinate Furkan and recover his research on your people. How insane! Furkan was killed for his work.
Could it be from Kornaz? He was upset he wasn't receiving new reports.
It's probable he's involved, but he didn't write this letter.
Who did?
I intend to find out. We know which ship the assassin took. We should be able to find and question him. We also found a key. It must open Furkan's coffer.
He kept his research there.
Where could it be?
The assassin must have left it at the fort. We need to keep looking.
So this is where they kept the belongings of the people from the Alliance who passed away.
Yes, but discretion is called for. The captain said this place was off limits to us.
I know that coffer over there. It's the one Furkan owned.
Furkan wrote to Kurnaz. He seems concerned about how his research was being used. The precision of Kurnaz's inquiries on any sickness that affects you surprised him.
Kornaz was perfecting his plan to use smallpox against us.
Furkan regretted collaborating and stopped sending updates, despite threats. He was concerned about his cousin Barang, who thought he was in danger.
That confirms our suspicions after seeing the warehouse.
He cared greatly about your tribe, you in particular. He felt indirectly responsible for your kidnapping. He mentions your chief. Furkan wanted to stop him from going to the fort. He hoped to save him.
Poor Furkan. He had no idea what his mission would require. When he realized, he resisted to the end. He was a true friend.
I feel the same way. He was naive, but he loved you and your people.
He even tried to save our chief. He was a good man. Did you read the part about you, Safia? He hoped you'd find his research and take it to safety, away from the vultures who would use it.
He mentioned the great library in Yuxantis. He remembered my dream. I'm sure he was buried in the fort's common grave, but I'd like to do something to honor him, so he can rest in peace near your people who he dearly admired.
We build a cairn when there's no body to return to the earth.
That would be marvelous, especially if your people could forgive him. He unwittingly betrayed them, but tried to fix it, choosing to die rather than aid your enemies.
For that, we need to convince Armal he's mistaken.
What the?
We're under attack! Prepare to fight!
Again. When will they learn?
My armor is broken.
A drag dead.
We found out what happened to Furkan.
He may have been naive, but he was no traitor.
I'm listening.
We learned how Furkan died. Our people had nothing to do with it. A Renoixa was sent to steal his research and kill him. After the murder, he disguised his crime to blame us.
The people in the fort believed him?
They wanted more than anything to avoid stirring up trouble.
Thank you for telling me. But it doesn't prove Furkan's innocence.
On the continent, we learned that an evil man, General Gornas, financed Furkan's voyage. In exchange, he shared his findings on our people.
The research led to your capture, did it not?
I don't think so. Furkan stopped sending anything a long time ago.
Despite threats to his family. It's the reason he was killed.
Furkan was naive and didn't realize the research could be used against us. He saw the danger. and resisted to his last breath.
But still, I remember him going to the fort with papers.
He wrote to his family, asking them to resist.
When Minan left the village to hold those in the fort accountable, Forkan followed him. He wanted to stop him. He had a bad feeling, but Minan was too far ahead and Forkan too late. There was nothing he could do. He wanted to save him.
On his way back to the village, he was killed. Being distraught made him easy prey.
Then he wasn't implicated in Minan's death.
He was trying to save him.
I called Furkan a criminal, when he was the opposite. He had faults, but did not deserve my slander.
Safia would like to say goodbye to him with a proper funeral, and to build a cairn in his memory.
He loved your people. Performing an island rite seems appropriate. I would be honored to participate.
No, I can't. I stained his memory. But I still hold him responsible for your capture. It would be wrong.
Forkan was naive and put his faith too readily in a wicked man. Who here is not prone to such an error? Once he discovered the truth, he tried to redeem himself, even giving his own life.
I agree. I will make amends for my mistake and speak with my clan. I will come to the ceremony at Furkan's cairn. I was wrong to doubt him.
Thank you, Amal.
I will try to convince the others to join us.
I will perform the rite at the waterfall outside the camp.
Meet you there.
May each of these stones remind those who pass here of the good man that was Forkan. He was a friend to our people, for whom he ultimately gave his life. May the earth welcome him warmly, and may he return to the source of all spirits.
Rest in peace, my friend. You whom I loved. I will miss you, just as I've missed you all these years. Thank you for conducting this rite for Furkan. I was very touched. And thank you for being here. I'm sure it would have meant a lot to him.
I injured the memory of a friend. It was only right that I should ask his forgiveness.
I didn't like Furkan very much, but what Armal told me made me realize that my suspicions were wrong. It is right that I should be by your side today to honor a friend of the clan.
And now all that's left is to find the one responsible.
When we return to Gakan, we can search for the assassin.
Thank you for all that you've done. I will cherish this memory for as long as I live.
Yes, my friend. Suit yourself.
There's my favorite adventure companion. What can I do for you?
See you later.
I certainly...
Did you need me? Here I am. Goodbye.
I'm glad to take a break. Would you like to talk about something? The next.
Need to talk? Good. See you soon.
Thank you again for allowing me to restore Furkan's memory. I knew deep down that he couldn't have changed that much. I was certain he wasn't responsible for what happened to you, and that he would never willfully have hurt anyone. I just regret that he was naive enough to agree to start working for Kernaz. It cost him his life.
I'll leave you to it, Safia.
See you later, my friend, and take care.
I have to go on train. See you later.
According to the indications given by my mother, that's where we'll find Mev, the Pierre Nahar. I need to figure out how to open this door. Here is the word Earth. This stone bears the symbol of fire.
Fascinating. I thought your people were unfamiliar with writing.
That's true. It's not writing in the sense that you understand it. But the stone may be inscribed with symbols in our sacred language that only the Donegadar are able to understand. Water has been inscribed here. This stone bears the word wind. This stone is dedicated to life. The word death is inscribed on this stone.
Incredible. The door has opened. The design of your sacred sites reminds me of the Astrian civilization, while still remaining specific to your lands.
Now please excuse me, this is a sacred place. I must continue on by myself. Adir Nahar?
Quetoi. Es the rhythm of God. On the Nagadam and Joan, Shantam and Lat. Es comen canto atacaranta, evoglendai. Redum en Bomarosi. Samar saya leendessa.
Aidumer arenaikse abebdumer quawint dir. Sag adreg du.
Es dag. To. Quai boradee ma bulstam. Avatir. Atoyament da wiem da nesenesem. Atoya vreg da farnas för. And da vaust tirto.
Ande vaurst tirto.
And da veost tirto. Da gombior den sisa gechreul kaeron ket.
Echs reudon ket.
Es quod da rebem olei. Ages quod. Ad loredar tate orid. Doig mu echter, nas ankenam da uscanti en marui, san estradido. I see that you still enjoy the company of foreigners, while our people paid dearly the price of their arrival to our island.
I am sorry, dear Nahar, but these are my friends. They are not like the other Renaigse.
I hope so. What happened to the apprentice and the warrior?
Nilan stayed on the continent to take care of our people that are stranded there. As for Sheda,
I sense your pain. She's dead, isn't she? And the worst Tirse.
yes. She was taken by a terrible sickness that we do not know here.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
There is a group of lions on the continent, led by a man who dreams of becoming emperor. A sort of chief of many nations. This man will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. And he believes that he will obtain what he wants by eradicating our people in order to claim victory for himself. He wants to use the sickness that killed Sheda for this. It's partly for that reason that I returned as soon as I could, to warn you, and to bring back a remedy with me. Or more precisely, a protective ritual.
You have done well. I am happy that my teachings went with you. Despite what you suffered, you taught first to protect your people. We will help you teach this protective ritual to all the villages of the island, to stop this man from eliminating our people. But if he is as ambitious as you say, then he will certainly think up a new plan.
I would also appreciate your advice on another subject. We were all witness to the brutal awakening of a guardian on the continent. The chief of a clan of refugees from our island attempted to bond with the lands to defend her own, but she transformed immediately and entered into a terrible rage, attacking both her own people and her enemies indiscriminately.
The spirit of the continent must be full of anger. It must feel betrayed, and demonstrates this sentiment through its guardians.
This is what we thought as well. But this metamorphosis was seen by Kurnas, the chief of the lions who dreams of becoming emperor over all. And he slew the guardian that we saw and started performing experiments in order to create more, forcing our people to bond with the land. He seemed to want to use these guardians for his war, and blame our people for all the destruction he would wreak.
The Guardians are emanations of the protectors of the earth, not weapons to be used against others in battle. And our people could become the target of all of the nations on the continent if they accuse us of the destruction. What you're telling me is troublesome, Bridengar. I'm afraid that you must return to those faraway lands. to stop this man from making us a part of his war. You must try to discover his plans in order to foil them. And you must enter into communion with the continent, since this man plans on using its powers in his war.
Would I be in danger of transforming as well?
Do not bond to the continent under any circumstance. It is too powerful and too furious. But using a variation of the ritual of the Anatella sphere on the remains of one of these guardians, you should be able to feel what they felt. You must go to the place where the guardian was transformed to do this. You must pour this potion on a part of its body. Then drink an infusion that you must make with these herbs to enter a trance. For a few moments, you will commune with the spirit of this distant isle. And what it will teach you could save us all.
Thank you, Mev. Thank you for this counsel.
I know I am asking a great deal from you. Returning to this continent after having found a way back here must be hard. But I believe that the survival of our people depends on it. Try to find your friend Nilan as well. You will need his help in order to accomplish all of these things. And he can help you with the ritual. I also am afraid that if left on his own, he might fall prey to his tempestuous temperament. Go, Vridinger. And it is I who thanks you.
They come to our island, take over the land, live around.
My child, every time I see you, my heart feels lighter. Do you need anything?
I've come to say goodbye, Mother.
But why? Why don't you stay here? Your friends can stay if they want.
Mev's given me a mission that I can only fulfill over there. The only way to save our people is by going back.
But you've already brought us the remedy. Isn't that enough?
There is a very dangerous man over there, Mother. Someone who wants to use us to conquer the continent. If we let him do that, our people both here and there will be in great danger. And the remedy won't help.
My child, my heart bleeds to lose you again. But I am also filled with pride. Go then. Save us all. Defeat this man and come home to me. I promise to protect our island in your absence.
Goodbye, Mother.
you're back. Did you want to return to the mainland? I should have thought that you would wish to stay here, with your people.
Alas, I have a new mission to fulfill on the mainland before I can come home for good.
I understand. We sold all the goods we brought, and the holds are full of exotic items produced on your island. So we can leave whenever you want. But make sure you finish what you had to do here first.
We are ready to return to Kakan.
In that case, let's go. My belongings are already on board.
Here we are, off the coast of the proud cities of the Congregation.
I just received a message from one of my contacts in Tainea. I asked him to keep an eye on Nilan.
Really? Why did you do that?
I didn't want to spy on him, but I was afraid that something might happen to him. He can be a little impetuous. My contact lost all trace of him rather quickly in any case. That said, he heard talk of several attacks by a large group of islanders on caravans headed to the capital. They all took place in the area of Keldarg, an arid region to the north of Alima. He thinks that a number of islander refugees and escaped slaves are hiding there, and that Nilan could be with them too.
Thank you for informing me. I would have preferred you not having him watched without his permission, even if the information from your contact could help us find him.
I know. If you like, I'll present my apologies when we see him again. That said, I think our priority should be to learn what Kernaz has been up to in our absence. I doubt that he's just been waiting patiently while we've been doing our best to put an end to his plans to eradicate your people.
These are the arid shores of Tainea.
I'm glad you've come to find me. There's something I'd like to ask you. You helped us find out what happened to Furkan, but as I told you, I'd like to find out who was responsible for his murder.
I understand, but how can we do that? All we have is the name of a ship.
If we go to Yuxantis, we could find out where it went and who was on board. From there, we can track down the murderer and force him to tell us who hired him.
Well then, let's go. I dare say I'd like to have words with the man who killed our friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know it may seem trivial in these turbulent times, but Furkan didn't deserve to die like that.
I'll leave you to it, Safia.
See you later, my friend, and take care.
This is strange. I don't remember Alima being so heavily guarded. Nor do I remember this sort of tension in the air. This doesn't bode well. We need to be cautious.